Welcome back to Songs of Conquest. It's been a minute. We're going to go and see if we can't finish this mission today. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, turn notifications, do all that sort of good stuff. And with that being said, let us begin. So we need to travel to Ashbourne. I think Ashbourne is like right here. So that should be easy enough. Let's go ahead and travel down and see what this has to offer. Let's actually, before we do that, threat level worthy. It's the pikeneers that are a problem. So we're going to kind of run and see. The Hammond banners fluttered and snapped over the border fort. Many Barian mercenaries patrolled the perimeter. Cecilia assessed the Stoutheart forces. Were they strong enough to defeat the Barians who had the advantage of the fort? No, they were not. Got 3,100 gold. Can I get that chest without getting screwed here? Barracks, that's what we want. Footmen or rangers are trained. Go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and do. We don't have enough. The build queue is full. We have enough. We just need to wait on the build, which is going to take 3 rounds. Draft defending troops. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Alright, so let's see. Let's do as many of these as we can. We got the money, so I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. Assembly of Wolves, threat level fair. Only gold? Really? Alright. An ancient tower rose above the forest canopy, the last remnants of a city from the golden age of the Arleon Empire. Sometimes old text and forgotten knowledge could be found in these crumbling ruins, but those ruins were infested with outlaws. Can I trade troops? Yes, I can. Move them all. Actually, maybe we should split some of these, but let me... Direct towards Cecilia Simple. Now let's take care of this simple threat. More thieves challenge our orderly ways. I've had enough of outlaws. Throw down your weapons and surrender, and you will be shown mercy. What mercy is that? You're quick to judge as your father, and you'll bleed as quickly too. What do you know of my father's death? Nothing, but that old bastard had it coming. You'll bleed for those words. wouldn't mind having the Rangers in halved, but I think we've made our bed. We gotta lie in it. Only lost minstrels, you know? Win 2 battles on the same turn with the same wielder. Open-faced bracelet? Or bassinet? $1,250 XP. Now if I go down here, threat level risky. I'm going to go and move all of those there. We're going to go and split our militia. There we go. I want to move you for a specific reason. +1 creation essence. What is the... It's a threat level of risky. It's the pikeneers that concern me. We're gonna run over this treasure trove. $3,100 gold, 5 stone. Oh, we lost defense. Do that. Alright, so you have a bunch more troops and we're gonna bring those down to Cecilia's army. See if we can't just meet in the middle here. Alright, sappers. Do we have any sappers? We got a bunch of frickin' minstrels. I mean, I can tell you that. You can have those minstrels. We're gonna give you the sappers for the troubadours. I didn't say you could have... I said you could have the troubadours. There we go. Alright, Cecilia, I think you're as good as you're gonna get. We got it down to a fair. Oh, the old borders are established once more. What business do you seek on Hammond land? Open the gates, Arleon. I am Cecilia Stoutheart, and whatever Hammond told you, these are my lands by law. They are under my protection. Well, young protector, I, the famous Captain Silkspool, leader of the Topaz Battalion, have fought countless battles. Let me advise you, there's little profit in fighting, Now is the time to negotiate peace, with the blood to come will be on your hand. You bargains play at war for coin. Return to your deserts at once, or I'll show you how the law deals with thieves and brigands. Stoutheart will stand. I'm afraid I can't do that. I am bound by the mercenary code to the contract I signed. I leave you now and hope you see that no more fighting is necessary. But since I suspect a conflict is what you desire, I will leave a battalion here to hold the border. Good day, my lady. Let's go ahead and quick save here. I may have to do this a second time. We're gonna do it manually, but we'll see. Pioneers are these might actually be the problem. The pipers. Or the gunners. Yeah, probably the gunners. Let's see. Alright, one down. The gunners are reloading. We need to take advantage of that. Piper just got piped so hard. Wait, that's not it. No, never mind. Pipers are dead. They're dead. And the gunners are dead. We just got the pikeneers. And we're done. We're done here. We did pretty well. Pretty good victory. I don't know how many troops we lost. I don't think it was crazy amounts. 27. They lost a whole bunch more than 27. You have been done. Let's see. Human research, human troop improvements. We're going to research that. That. And that. Got another troop thing here. Let's go ahead and go to a barracks. We can start training more troops. We got a watchtower so we can see more of the map. We got to get down here to the city of Ashbourne. They're units. I don't need the gold, so we're gonna get the units. We got a gold mine, source of riches down there. As the triumphant Stoutheart forces approached Ashbourne, a wounded scout hailed them. The scouts of Hazel Point and Windshade sent an urgent request for aid. Isn't Word of Paradigm there to protect the area? He has just returned from the deeper woods with news of a Fey uprising. He believes he won't be able to defend the province alone. What of the local militia, the Blackwing Reserve? They retreated when the settlement of Thistledown was overrun by undead horrors. A powerful Fey wielder, Deandra Stormspire, roams the territory and the people are afraid. Stormspire, again. She must be the one raising the undead. What shall I tell Paradine, my lady? He must hold the territory a little longer. As soon as we've dealt with this Barian rabble, we shall come to Paradine's aid. Once again, we're going to grab these troops. We're out of movement. What do we got here? Oh, we actually managed to claim that. Okay. Threat risky. Ashbourne, a city dating back before the time Rebelia had faded from its former glory and now bore the ancient new pennants of the Topaz Battalion. The mercenary captain Silkspool had lined his troops for battle and approached Cecilia outside the gates. Cecilia Stoutheart, welcome to the ancient seat of Lady Hammond, newly reclaimed by the Topaz Battalion, led by me, Captain Xavier Silkspool. I see you did not heed my advice for a peaceful settlement. Peaceful? You trespassed on Stoutheart land, razed and plundered our settlements, and seized our towns, still with no declaration of war from Baria. This is not a Barian matter. We are merely under contract to restore Lady Hammond's lands to her. If you agree to return them, I'm sure we can negotiate for peace. Without a declaration of war, you are merely thieves and murderers, and we will not negotiate. We gave you a chance to return to Baria, and now you'll pay the price of your life when we restore Ashbourne. We lost a lot of troops, but we won. And that's why I did an auto battle. I did not trust myself to win that one. Beaten and humbled, Captain Silksborough is brought before Cecilia. Lady Stoutheart, you have won the day. Shall we begin negotiation? No. No. Cecilia, do we have proof of this bargain? Captain Silkspool did trespass, steal from, and murder innocent people from Stoutheart. Yes, Baroness Stoutheart. Many witnesses. And the sentence for these acts? Execution. Execution. I had a contract. It's not me you want, but my employer, Lady Hammond. Surely we can come to an agreement. A deal. The sentence for murder is execution. This is not Baria, so there will be no deals. Welcome to Arleon. Silkspool is taken away, and Cecilia turns to Vilja. Cecilia, do you think this sentence wise? The Barians will not like this. The Barians should say in Baria, my people respect that I will uphold the law with no regard for rank or privilege. Perhaps they will prefer diplomacy when they are facing a Barian pike. Your forces are weakened, spread between the unrest and the tender wild on the eastern coast, where Lady Hammond will surely make landfall. That's why we need to make haste. Find the Paradine and the tender wild, and to you to springhold on the eastern coast. Very well, Cecilia, but something still feels off about all of this. We have no time for feelings or debate, my friend. The tributes from Locke will have arrived in Springhold. We'll use these resources to build our defense. Cecilia, you offer our counsel, but do I have your support? Always, Cecilia. May your essence grow. You now have a rally point. Visit it with the wielders to purchase troops from your other towns. We really don't have much to draft here, so We can buy some more. I just bought the entire kingdom out. That's what I did. Passing by an old tavern, laughter and the cheerful tune of Aurelia's blessing can be heard. The farmers dream of the happy golden days of Aurelia. I hope that one day we will return to a peaceful time when the only war we know is that of the old songs and stories. What was that, my lady? Nothing, soldier. Onward to the Tinder Wild. A band of frog-like creatures filled the road ahead. These could only be the frogmen from the fetid swamps of Patrigam. What were they doing in the Tinderwild? Had the Fae enlisted them along with the skeletons? Greetings, human. We are seeking the Honorable Captain Silkspool, friend of Rana, noblest of men. Do you know of him? Silkspool? I've just had him killed for his many crimes against my people. Killed? Silkspool is dead. We were here to warn him and repay our debt. But life returned to the marsh. So we called upon the frogling to help. You should have never left your marsh, little frogling. This is Arleon, and we have had enough of foreigners trespassing on our land. I was not ready for another battle. We're gonna run that, and we're gonna get cool war spoils there. The leader of the frog people took the last of his raiders and fled back to wherever they came from. Following one of the protected roads of the Tinderwild, Cecilia marched her troops at top speed, hoping they would reach the settlements in the western province before they fell to the Fae threat. Having secured Ashbourne and made sure that troops were sent to deal with Lady Hammond, Cecilia now leads her forces deep into the Tinderwild to deal with the threat of the Fae. We finished mission 2 of the Stoutheart campaign.
She gave Silkspool the warm welcome he desired, defeated him and all the bandits that he hired. But Walking Dead and Fae had now appeared. No time for cheers, just swords and spears.
And we've just finished the mission. So that's going to do it for today. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time where we start Vassals and Villains in the Song of Stoutheart campaign of Songs of Conquest. Thanks for watching.